All right, we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's Najee here, your co-host of Hoops Without Borders. I hope you guys have been well, and welcome to another episode with us. Right? The point of this podcast is to give advice, to give just real life experience of what we experience as professional athletes overseas, and we're just hoping that this can help those that who are currently in their profession or those who are inspiring to be a professional basketball player overseas. These are our real life experiences, real life stories, and so we hope that you can learn from them and apply that to your life. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, guy. I'm good. How are you doing, Aisha?
I'm good. I'm good.
Perfect. Another day. Stephen Osunji,
Another day.
guys. Great to be back for another episode with you guys. So today we're going to talk a lot about the culture shock of being overseas, culture shock of experiencing new culture, new team, what to expect, how to navigate it. Also other miscellaneous stuff like our experiences, both interesting, very funny, but both not as funny. A
Yeah.
few things that you're gonna definitely see, like okay, it's not just basketball. There's other things that go into it. So we're gonna
Yeah.
cover all of that for all of you. So
Yes.
a lot of laughs today, a lot of laughs. Talk about food, traditions, all of that.
Yes.
So yeah, currently I know Niger is in Israel. I'm in Spain. So as you guys know, maybe you don't know, but two different cultures. Okay, two different countries, two different cultures. So there are different things happen clearly. So if I want me to go first, Niger, I can definitely
Go
talk
ahead.
about
Go ahead.
about a few
Go
things.
ahead. I'll follow your
So
lead. Go right ahead.
yeah, so we both played in multiple different countries already. So,
Yeah.
it's Germany, Switzerland, France, Luxembourg, Australia, different cultures all around, and different languages. So let's start with the languages. For me in particular, I had a background already from high school with Spanish. Like I took it for 4 years, so I kind of like I can read and write it pretty well. Speaking now is obviously a work in progress, but since being in Spain, it's come a
Yeah.
lot quicker. It's been coming.
Yeah.
It just how that's how it works. When you're in the environment, it's really it pushes you a lot to really learn that language, be immersed with that language. So you kind of like learn it on the fly, but
Yeah.
also you have to apply it. So the language at first may be a barrier for you guys. Just be careful with that, and it's completely normal if it is. But also, like we talked about in the first episode, I believe, if you try to understand the language, that shows you putting an effort in their culture, and they're gonna notice
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
if they notice that, it's gonna help you contracts, again coming back for next season if that's what you want and if that's what they want for you. So it
Yeah.
just helps you, it just helps you all around.
For sure.
How about anything with you, Elijah? Anything with language barriers? Anything when you first started or currently?
It was different, especially for my first season hearing another language. It's kind of like,
Yeah,
what are they saying? Like, I really
yeah,
don't know what they're saying. It's like I kind of started thinking like, who was the person to think to put all these words together for it to mean what it means? Because it really just sounds like a
yeah,
bunch of nothing. Like, but
yeah,
I can say that every country that I have traveled to, I do try to immerse myself as much as I can into their culture. One is their food, and two is their language. I honestly love like learning different languages. As far as I was if I would have finished the whole season there in Switzerland, I think I would have spoke fluent French, right? When I was in high school, I took Spanish for 4 years, and I couldn't even speak fluent Spanish. Like I could understand some things, but it's just like it does take time to really learn a language. I can say the same thing from when I was in Israel my first year, and I was only there for like half a season. But Hebrew is one of the first languages ever created, and is one of the hardest language to ever speak, write, all those things. So I really do just try to listen to what they say, listen to like their dialogue and what something may mean or whatever. But yeah, I just when you do that, they start doing little things for you. Like let's say you needed a favor for something, or you maybe needed some food, or maybe needed some ice, or just little things like that. When they see that, they're kind of like, oh, okay, like this American is different. This American isn't this, because
yeah,
I think everybody in different countries they have their idea of what and how Americans are, how they act or how they seem, but especially Black people in general. So it's like when you kind of do that, that kind of lowers their defenses or kind of be like, oh, okay, this is different. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like 100%. Like I feel like it's just a conscious thing, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
if they hear you speaking their language, I know that they kind of like automatically, oh, they're one of us. Oh,
mm-hmm,
I think it's a
mm-hmm,
subconscious thing. But
yeah,
yeah, it can only like Naja said, just like it can do little things for you as well. It can only help you. It can only help
yeah,
you when it comes to your playing contract and everything. Um, like another thing is like food. I've
mm-hmm,
had really great food, really
yeah,
great food,
yeah,
not so really great food. Well, let's talk about the really great food. Um,
yeah.
like they had this thing called paella in Spain. I might be saying that wrong, but basically it's like rice with either can have anything. It could have seafood inside of it. It could have like chicken inside of it. There's different types of it, but it's like it's a cultural thing they have, and there are different types of paella in different parts of Spain. So
Mm, okay.
it's really really good. Think of it like what do we have in the States? I know we have Cajun, like we have Cajun stuff down south.
Like seafood
But
boils?
it's like seafood boil, except it's more Mediterranean. It's more
Okay.
Mediterranean. So they have rice included. Yeah, but they
Oh,
have
it's like they have like
seafood.
mussels and clams and
Yeah,
like things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I had it
Yeah,
before. Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
How do you like it? How do you feel about it? Be honest. Be honest. It's
I'm trying to like
okay.
mussels and clams and calamari. I just it's the texture thing. They just don't look
Okay.
good to me. I love
Yeah.
crab, I love fish. I will eat that any day all day, but it's just like I wish that I could love seafood to that extent. I just don't think my palate is just mature enough
It's
for that.
normal.
I
Yeah.
can't. I'll eat the rice though, because I have
Yeah.
the rice. The rice is very good. Very, very good.
It's real good. It's real
Very
good. I
good.
personally for me, the seafood part I like is I actually like mussels. Believe it or not, I actually like
Yeah.
mussels. But clams, not too much. I mean, they're similar, but mussels, I like mussels.
Hmm.
But when it comes to certain seafoods, like this is one. I don't know about I feel how you feel about this, but when it comes to like squid okay, you didn't like okay, the texture for me throws me off. It throws
Mm-mm.
me off.
I can't do it. Yeah, the
Octopus,
texture.
I
Mm-mm.
can't. They
Yeah.
have it a lot in Spain. I'm just
Yeah.
like, no, I can't do this. I can't do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Some things I just can't, man. I just
No,
know
no.
it's crazy because with that culture, like food culture thing, like depending on where you go, some of these people really may not know what it honestly means to like have like a balanced way of eating. Because I know in Switzerland they are heavy on meats, on beef, on chicken,
Oh,
on everything. Like I think they ate moose and horse, and it was just meat, 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 meat. So like the
yeah,
plates
yeah,
barely
yeah,
had vegetables on it. They barely had starches on it. It just was meat and more meat, and more meat, and more meat. I know when I
yeah.
was in Switzerland my first year, me and my team was actually pescatarian, and we told the guy that was partnering with the team that hey, we don't eat meat. So every day he just gave us pasta, 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 pasta. I'm like, sir, like there are fish, there, like mix it up, and then he actually got mad because we didn't like eat it because it just wasn't really that good. But then one day he brought on fish and we was like, oh yeah, we crushed that plate. He just was like, yeah, like they get so happy when we like eat their food and they're like, oh,
Eat
it's
their
so good. Like
food.
they really
Yeah.
do take pride in that. And then once he saw that, then he started to really like, okay, are they like the fish or the risotto was really, really good that he cooked. Loved it. Loved the risotto. And he had vegetables. And then it was one time he brought out a fish and I just was like, huh, this is a weird looking fish. I never seen this before. So I ate it and it was like it was stringy and I just was like, what is this? And like my friend, like one of my great friends that I met overseas, she's French and she speaks like 6, 7 languages. So she was like, I don't even know how to say it in English. And then so she pulled it up. Mind you, I ate all of it at this point because I'm like, I'm hungry. He gave us stingray.
Oh,
Stingray. I was like, what? You killed a stingray and you fed it to us? Like, I never felt so like Oh my God, a stingray out of all animals in the sea, a stingray. So like they cut the fins and the things off, and that's the only part that really has the meat on it. The bones are so flimsy. Like you know how
Yeah, I'm
like
sure.
a
Yeah.
you know what's that you know the sticks where you crack it and they light up the glow sticks? It's like
Yeah.
it's literally like that, but it's flimsier. Like the bones weren't really bones. The meat was like literally stringy, and I'm
Strange.
just like, what is this? Like, what is this? It was a weird flavor, and it tastes like fish, but it wasn't fishy, so it just was like, why? But why? So after that, I just was like, well, now I know what a cut of stingray looks like. So I kind of learned from
I
that. So yeah, yeah.
That's wild. I didn't even know you could eat
I
stingray.
didn't know you could do that either. Didn't know. And then I had the
But
freshest salad ever on earth. I went to this restaurant and I was, I have a thing where if I get my food, I have to look through it, look at it. That's something that I have to do. Smell it. If it looks good, cool, whatever. There was a worm that was in my salad. And I was
oh
like,
no.
I don't want
Oh
that
no.
anymore. Don't give me that.
Oh
So every time we went there after that, they just like, it's fine, it's cool, we washed it. I'm just like, I don't trust that. I don't even want the salad anymore because like they just was really big on like pasta and like a lot of meat dishes. Like everywhere I went have a lot of meat dishes besides Israel because that's kind of close to the Mediterranean. They have seafood and all those things like that. So I love that part about just being in Israel. The food is amazing, but in Israel it's more Americanized than any other the country that I've been to for sure.
yeah. I'm
For
sure.
sure.
I'm sure. Yeah. I feel like wow, that stingray. That's crazy.
Stingray. A
That's
stingray.
crazy. For me, for me, so do you like tuna?
Love tuna.
You love
Love
tuna?
tuna.
Okay. I don't. I can't
I
stand
love
tuna.
it.
I can't stand.
Love it.
When I went to Tenerife last season, they had pasta with tuna. Mind you, I ate it at first, but I'm like, you know what? It had tuna. I don't know what I don't react to well to tuna, so I
Yeah.
don't like tuna. It's just the
Yeah.
taste of it.
Yeah.
And they kept on feeding me this. And I told them after like the third time, like, hey, listen,
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah, I
have this
can't do it
anymore.
no more.
I said, I can't do it. She said, oh, okay, okay. Like she brought chicken, she brought like vegetables, she brought all this. I'm like, okay. She was happy that I was eating. But I know like tuna pasta is like a normal thing. But for me, it
Mm.
doesn't sit well with me. So
I
I'm like,
never
okay,
heard of
all
tuna
right.
pasta before. That has been,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of how I
yeah.
feel about salmon and salad. I just don't want to mix salmon and salad together. I
Yeah.
don't know, just that weird combination. Like if I want salmon, I want
Yeah.
like a rice or a carb or something with like vegetables. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. For me, yeah, for salmon, I love salmon. I love salmon. Salmon's great.
love salmon.
For me, when it comes to that, like, yeah, rice, vegetables for sure. But tuna pasta, I've never had it before until then. That's the fact. That's the truth. I know people have it, but for me, that
Yeah,
was my first time having it. And I said,
yeah,
no, I can't keep eating this.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
if I don't tell them this, they're gonna keep bringing it to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you guys, y'all have to say
you
something
have to
to these
speak.
people unless they're
Yeah,
like they're gonna keep giving it to you and they will be
yup,
mad every single time you don't eat the food. Like you literally have
yup.
to say something unless they're gonna be like, here you go, tuna with pasta, tuna with pasta, tuna with pasta until you say something. Like
Yeah.
I know when we were in Czech, it was this like market where they have like all the seafood out on the ice and stuff, and then you pick it and they cook it for you. I got this tuna steak cooked it on a grill and it was just so fresh and it's so simple because they don't add much to their food. It's just like salt and pepper and then lemon and some oil. Oh man, amazing. I loved it. I
That's
love tuna. I
nice.
love tuna. It's so good.
I
Love it.
feel in Czech when I was there. I was there for I think 3 months. That's where we met.
Hmm.
They had the food they were giving us, the men's team. They had I don't know what do you call. I don't know the name of it, but it's like a white like it looked like a yam. I don't
Yes,
know what
I know exactly what you're
you know
talking
what I'm
about.
talking about.
Yes,
Yeah. How
yes.
did you feel about that? For me, it came like a sauce. I thought it was
Yeah,
okay, but at the same
yeah,
time, like the texture was different to me. It was different. It
yeah,
was different. Yeah.
yeah. It just I'm gonna tell you, like when I was in Czech, I barely ate out. Like I rarely
Yeah.
did because they like
Yeah.
the restaurants barely had any fish on their menu
No.
or
Mm-hmm.
anything. So I'm kind of like
Mm-hmm.
I all I did was cook. The only time, yeah, the only time I cooked was in when I was actually in like Czech. But when I ate out, every time I went to Prague, every single time, I'm like, I need some
Went to
food
Prague.
because Prague has more options. They have
Yeah,
more
Prague
other
was
things that I can
nice.
eat. But in that city,
Mm-hmm.
it was so small. Like it
It
just
was small.
it was like
It
a
was
lot of
tiny.
local family restaurants and
Yeah.
yeah. So it was
I
like
told
more
her.
pubs than actual restaurants. Like you can go get a drink
Yeah.
anywhere, anytime, but food is gonna be the
No.
same
I
everywhere
t-
you go.
it was a small town. It was a super small town.
Super
I told
small.
someone from Czech, yeah, that I was there. They're like, where were you in Czech? I said the town name,
Komatov, yeah.
Komotov. He said, what were you doing in Komotov? Doing in Komotov? That's all the way in the west. I was like, hey, this is where the team is based.
Yeah.
So the team is based.
Yeah.
Prague was nice though. Prague was
Prague
super
was
nice.
nice. Yeah, but Prague is the only thing worth going to check for is solely for Prague. Like it's things to
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
historical
yeah,
things
yeah.
to do, places to eat. But as far as everywhere else, like the teams were so far away. The Americans couldn't really like do anything together if they really wanted to. No one really had a car, which you really needed a car. I just was like,
Yeah.
nah. I most of the times I ate was at that Asian restaurant that was in that mall that was right down the street from the gym. But
Oh
other
yeah,
than that,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I couldn't. It was nothing I could eat. Really nothing.
Yeah, I cooked as well. Like the team gave us obviously someone to go. We went to a place to get food for free. And that's another thing, guys. Like when you do go to these teams, they do give you guys like meals. So you do go to a place, either a restaurant or yeah, anything
Hmm.
like that to get free meals. So when I was in Czech, that's what they give us.
Yeah,
So even though I went there, like at the same time, I rather cook because of
yeah.
it's just what they're giving me was I'm like this is not really it. So I just rather
Hmm.
cook.
Yeah, and it's like they
And
rarely like the menus overseas, guys. Like they rarely change it. Like they literally will cook the same food every single day. Like every single day. Like sometimes, like I know, like when I was there in Czech, they paid for my meal, but I had to pay for my drink, which I don't really understand that makes any sense because a drink is a part of the meal. Like I done had the guy chase me out of the place and just like, hey, you gotta pay for the drink. I'm like, the drink is part of the bill. He
really,
was like, no, they cover the meal, but just not the drink. And I'm just like, okay, so I just had to pay anything extra, but it was cheap and check. So I
yeah,
wasn't really
yeah,
tripping,
yeah.
but it just like every day it's like, hey, can I get the salmon with this? Can I get the salmon? Can I get the salmon? Can I get the salmon? Like nothing ever changed. They may have like a soup for the day where it's like, oh, let me try this, but it's the same. So like it does get boring. And so that's where I really started to be like, hmm, I really do enjoy this thing of cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like I started to cook
Yeah,
more, started to
yeah.
enjoy it more. So yeah.
Cooking is nice. Like honestly, I never went back. I cook
Yeah.
everywhere I
I
go.
love cooking. Like
Cooking.
I cook everywhere I go, I cook. Like I cook.
How did you feel about like different traditions in these countries that you went to?
Mm,
Like what?
I I really do try to learn more about their cultures and like their way of living because I know everyone lives very differently. Um,
Like how about in Israel? Any type of different traditions or any type of traditions
yeah,
you can
I would
boast?
say is Israel is different because it has, even though this is like considered a holy land, there are different religions everywhere in Israel. Buddhist, Muslim, Christian. It's people, it's really people out here that don't believe in God. So it's just kind of like, okay, you celebrate our holidays, but you don't believe in it. But they're cool. Like they're cool people. Like they're cool, chill people. Um, I think the misconception that people kind of get confused on, or not even like confused on, but just misinformed about is I guess the history or the information regarding to like that country. Because I know if anyone thinks of Israel, they're thinking, oh, the war, the bomb, this and that, which is every you have every right to think that. But I know the news that they show over so like in the States is completely different that they show over here, and I just want people to understand that it's just like it's so much different when you're like in the actual like country versus when you're not, because it's just the way of living is different. Like they have this lifestyle is set up for where like, okay, hey, if the alarms go off, there are built-in bomb rooms in every house and apartment here. So where you go in there, you lock yourself in there, you sit there for a few minutes and then you leave. Right. They have I think it's called unorthodox Jews, and I think it's Orthodox Jews, I believe. But
Yeah.
I'm not very that much informed into it, but like I do ask questions, so I know like the curlier and longer that the hair is on the sides, because they kind of like cut their hair, but they leave the long hair on the sides. You get more respect with that, and it shows like I guess like position of power. I don't know, something like that. And then the more children that you have, the more respect you get, right? So that's why you see like a lot of Jewish people that they have a lot of kids, like, and they all be close in age. Like they'll have five, six, seven kids close in age. And one thing I also learned too is what's another thing? It was another thing I just learned. I just learned about it. If they, I don't know, it's something, but I also know that um some of the families get paid to have kids because they believe that they're like contributing to like their god or like the economy to repopulate their certain like
Society,
belief, like
population.
like
Yeah.
yeah, their population,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
like they get paid by the government just to have kids, to have kids and
Oh
pray.
wow.
That's it. So it's just kind of like, that's weird, but it's just like, it's not weird, it's different, but it's like so many different countries have different beliefs, and it's just like their practices that they do is very different. And it's like, okay, all right, cool. Like, I know I've heard that the younger girls, like, they um they shave their head, and they glue a wig to their hair because they don't want the other men to see her with, with their hair. Like they can't touch another man or do whatever. And like a lot of of those people, like they either kind of off themselves because it's like a lot of like mental strain on them, especially on the women. But
Yeah.
some people, they try to run away, or they're just trying to get like kicked out of their family, like they're like, you're a disgrace, whatever, like that. So I've noticed, like, not just here, but in other countries, that there are a lot of outdated beliefs where it's just kind of like those things were kind of created then, and it's just like now it doesn't really,
Makes
apply
sense.
to it
Yeah.
now because it's a new world, things are changing and things like that. But I can say, with having conversations and asking questions about people that live in different countries, it it made me open up my mind to the fact that, okay, these people are aware of what's going on. These people are aware of the good and the bad that's going on. Like, it's people here that don't like, the people that's in a position of power. It's people in other countries that don't like the people that's in a position of power. So it's just kind of like, I love the fact that it's like, oh well, I thought, okay, all right, well, these people just kind of just think this way and that's it. Then it's like, no, it challenged that, like, that thought that I had in my head, like, oh no, like, these people really do have a mind of their own. Like they can see, some BS from a mile away. Like, and they'll speak on it, but it's just like they don't express it in a way that how probably I would express it, or where you express it. So yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like all over the world too, because I know like Russia is similar. And
Yeah.
the people of
Yeah, my
Russia,
brother's
like,
in Russia
they
right
don't
now.
agree
He
with
was like,
like.
Najee, it's so crazy
Yeah.
here. Like, so crazy.
It is like even the
Yeah.
people of Russia, they don't agree with their president, prime minister,
Mm-hmm.
the guy in part.
Whoever
They
it
don't agree
is.
with
Yeah,
them.
they don't agree with
Yeah,
him.
whoever
Yeah.
they don't. So there are like a lot of voices who, and that's everywhere. I'm like people. There's people back home who don't agree with our president. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say our president. It's the president in the United
Yes, the
States.
president. Yes.
The president, not our president. The president.
Yes.
Let's get that clear first.
Yes. Very
And
clear.
some very very clear.
Yes.
So we traditions here, for example, in Spain, something that they have is called well, let me talk about Tenerife. That's a whole island. It's part of Spain, but a whole island.
Yeah.
When I tell you, they party island parties probably every other week. Something
I
like it's
bet.
nice. Don't get me wrong, it's
Yeah.
nice, but
I
they
bet.
they celebrate. It's like, and it's a party not like it's cultural. It's cultural. It's very cultural. It's very loving, very caring, very just, oh, let's be around all these people because, oh, we care for these people and everything like that. They're
Yeah.
very warm. They're very warm, like they're bunch of really warm people, really. All very inviting, very supportive, very everything. So, and it's funny because I'm in the group chat still up the last time I was on, and they're always posting about like, concerts and on the islands, stuff like that. Like every month, every other week, and
Yeah.
it's like, wow, you guys really are enjoying life. That's great.
Yeah, no, literally like
Yeah,
no stress, no nothing. It's just like I love that
zero.
they're just able to live just so peace and not a care in the world. It's crazy. Not a care
It's
in the world.
crazy. And it should be normal too. It should be like a normal thing. But yet, yeah, people are like, how are you able to go out, not go out, but like how are you able to like just go to a concert every other day or every other week? But the thing is, it's part of their culture. It's part of their culture.
Literally.
Like
Everything is just
they're
so
very stress
affordable
free.
too. It's just so
Yeah.
affordable. Like the public transportation is free. Like
Mm,
get into like those like the Euro League or Euro Cup games. Those games are free. Like or like you can pay. You might have to pay for something, but like it's not gonna cost you an arm and a leg to attend something.
no.
Like it's free. It's accessible. Like anybody. Like and they will invite. Like they see Americans. They be like, oh come like drink a
Yeah.
beer or try this food or do whatever. Like they love that you are in like indulging yourself into their culture.
Involved.
Like it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
yeah
If you're involved in their culture, they will really, really love you for
love
that.
you.
They will
They will
really
love you.
say, "Hey," they'll remember you. But if you just, like we said in the first episode, if you
Hmm.
just go there, play and everything, practice, and go back to your apartment and then repeat, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
No, first of all, that's not a way to live in the first
Yeah,
place. You
no, not at all.
gotta
You gotta get out.
it's
Have
not,
to.
yeah, it's not healthy just to go in your apartment and stay there and not do anything else. That's not healthy. You gotta really go out and do stuff other than basketball. Do stuff that um, is unrelated sometimes because that's good for your mental health. That's good for your
Hmm.
well-being.
Hmm.
So we definitely encourage you guys to do more of that. Also, do more of that. Um,
For
yeah.
sure.
Another thing they have here is something called fiesta. So, or siesta. They take time out of the middle of their workday to do nothing, absolutely nothing. Everything closes down. They sleep, they relax, they do nothing. Then they come back. Middle of the
Yes.
workday. Middle of the
Yes.
workday, they decide, you know what? Yeah, it's siesta time. Bye. I gotta
Yeah.
go. And they go back home. They take a nap. They do whatever they
Chill.
want to
Just
do.
chill.
Yeah, I'm talking. It's yeah. It's they're very chill. Very very chill. Very warm. It's
They
like
just be
hey,
living the life over here, man. They just
they
live
do.
the life over
They
here,
do.
man. I love it. I love it.
It's
Perfect
very
work
it's
life
very calm.
balance. Like perfect. So
Don't even like another thing I realized. I don't know if you knew about this, Niger, is not a lot of these countries in Europe. They have a lot of Americans are about to get mad about this. They're about to get super mad about this. They have a
okay.
lot of paid time off. First of all, let's get that straight. This is for now this is outside of basketball, but still within the culture and everything. The civilians, the everyday working people, they have a lot of paid. I'm talking about weeks and months of paid time off.
Literally.
I think that
Literally.
there's a list. There's a list of countries. I think Norway is at the top. They can literally take half the year off and still get paid.
I saw that. I
You
saw that.
saw
I
that,
was
right?
like, that's
And yeah,
crazy.
I'm just
Crazy.
like, what? And you see America at the bottom, like 2 weeks. What? 2 weeks? I'm like,
Two
okay, that's
weeks.
crazy. two
Yeah.
weeks on average, and I'm just like, wow, yeah. It was when I saw that, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
what
America
are we
is
doing?
so far behind.
Nah, for real.
So
In
far
terms
behind.
of mental
Everything.
well-being, all of that, yeah, all of it
Everything. Healthcare,
is.
schooling, just everything. It's just it's not it. Not it at all.
It's not. It's really not. It's just people, and I feel like once you really experience the world, experience other cultures and stuff like that, you're gonna start seeing like, oh wow, there's more to the world than what we were
Yep.
told.
Yes.
You know,
And what we see and what we experience for
exactly,
sure.
exactly. Um, in terms of loneliness or homesickness, have you gotten that a few times?
I would
Or
say for sure my first year, yes.
yeah,
First year, yes. Because it was
me
like
too.
My teammates made a great first year experience overseas, but it just was like, dang, like I'm waking up seeing my mom and my brothers and my grandma, and everything. And just like then I go from not at all. You know what I'm saying? It just like I was happy
Hmm.
to be here, but it just was like, dang, like I really wish that they could come here and see me play, you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
every year after that, it's kind of like the first like 3 4 years like within like my career was just like rough because I started COVID year, and then I was playing like half a seasons, and
Hmm.
it was just a whole bunch of stuff. So it was like a huge adjustment for me to kind of really like feel like I was stable enough to kind of like
Yeah.
not worry or not be concerned about getting a job or anything, because that was the only thing I was really stressed about, because it's like when you first start off, you're not getting paid as much, and then you playing half a season, so you're not really getting a full salary, and then just everything
Hmm.
else on top of that. But homesickness, yeah, but it just kind of like it just always was better for me to be over here than back home, because it's just like if I'm home and
Hmm.
it's like I'm not gonna be happy, I'm not gonna have as much free time as I can to do what I need to do for work, or
Hmm.
have that work life balance and stuff that I have over here. Like
Yeah.
I just felt
Yeah.
like I was just like kind of suffocating, and I just wasn't happy, and I was depressed, and I was anxious, and
Hmm.
yeah, it just was like
Yeah.
like yeah, I
And,
miss them, but hey, I gotta work, I gotta grind, I gotta make this
yeah.
work.
Yeah. Same with me. My first year, it was just like you. The first year is probably the hardest year when it comes to homesickness, loneliness,
Yeah,
and everything like that. For me, I was all the way in Australia. So when I
yeah,
woke up, my family was going to sleep. When I was
yeah,
going to sleep, they were just waking up. So the
yeah,
conversations were very short, you
yeah,
know. So that took adjusting, but that took getting used to, you know. And
yeah,
then COVID happened, and obviously that's also hard too, just like how you went through it. But in terms of loneliness, you feel it at times. But what I realized with me is that over the years, I've made so much like family and friends abroad in Europe. And when I go back to the States, I love to see my family, but then I miss the family abroad. And it's like the loneliness part, it's like back and forth. That makes sense. I don't know.
yeah,
I've been, yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like back
No,
and forth.
yeah. When I'm home, like I lie to you not. Give me 2 to 3 weeks. I'm kind of like I'm ready to go back. Like it's not even
Yeah,
because of family, but it's like
yeah.
I'm just ready to go back, because
I'm
like
the same way.
the station is like it just is stressful. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this past
Yeah.
summer, like I was working like 3 4 jobs. Like I didn't have time to do anything. Like I was tired, I was exhausted. Like I barely had enough time to take out my self-care days like I usually do over here. Just nothing. Just nothing. So I'm just kind of like, man, this just ain't it. Like the life that I live overseas is like truly is a blessing, because it's just like it ain't like, and a lot of them over here think that they really do believe in the American dream. Go to America, you can live out your dreams. You can do like no.
No,
I
I
tell
keep
them
trying to
that
tell them
no,
no.
you cannot.
I tell
No,
them
absolutely
no.
no, you cannot.
Yeah.
This one girl I worked at when I was working at Topgolf this past summer, I think she's from Ukraine. I believe so. And she just was like, yeah, so me and my boyfriend, we moved here. And she's like, we have just been struggling. Everything is just so expensive. We want to go back to school. We want to do this. We want to do that. But she was like, I don't think that we can do it here. And I just was like, I'm gonna be honest, go back home. Like, and I know that's probably not what you want to do right now, because Ukraine, had the whole little war and things going on, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I'm just kind of like, I told her, I said, I played overseas for years. It is best to be overseas, do what you have to do, and then come like like to America, because like if you don't have like any resources, or you don't have any connections, or just a job where it pays you well and has benefits to help you, you're gonna struggle. Like that's just for everybody, like you know what I'm saying, and it's hard, and any chance I get whenever I'm talking to somebody that's not from the States, it's kind of like, hey, look, man, like this ain't it. This is really not it. Like the guy from I worked
No.
at Amazon as well too. He was like, yeah, I moved from Africa to come here because Amazon has this program where they pay you after you stay here for like what I think it was like a year or 2 or 3 for you to get the actual bonus, like moving bonus and stuff. I'm like, so you're working for free before you get the bonus, and you have a kid, and he's
What?
working. 12-hour shifts. Like, I'm like, this is a scam. Like, America literally is a scam. Like, that is insane.
I,
Like, he, I said, sir, it's no way. It's
there's
like,
no
he was like,
way.
yeah, I work this shift because let's say I went in at like 7 and I'll get off at like 11:30 or 12. He will be working that shift from 7:30 up until like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm
Oh
like,
no. Oh
oh
no.
no. And then he's like,
No.
yeah, and I drive and I live an hour away and I had to go pick up my son. I gotta go take him here, and then I gotta go home, and I got an hour rest, and then I gotta once I had the hour rest, I gotta get up and go back to work. I'm like, how are you doing that?
And they don't pay him. They don't pay him.
He does not get that bonus yet. Like he gets paid, but he doesn't get that bonus because they pay
Uh,
to move to
still,
there. But it's a lot of money, and
still,
he just was like, I
yeah.
need that money. Like I need the money. So it's
That's
just
crazy.
like I talk to like a lot of people at like Amazon or any job I work at because it's like you really just never know like what somebody's life situation is like, and I'm just kind of like I don't know how y'all do it. Much power, much respect to y'all, because man, it's people's grandmas and uncles and aunties in there that are working just to put, food on the table or just to give their kid like some money to go to school or do something like that. And it's so repetitive. Like it doesn't stimulate your mind. It doesn't help you grow. You know what I'm saying? Like it literally limits you. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
really does. And I'm just like, this is not what I'm accoused to, and this is not what I'm gonna get used to. I'm not doing that. I'm
No,
just not
I'm
not
not.
doing it.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
so.
not. I'm the same exact way I said it
Mm-mm,
because
mm-mm,
we're both entrepreneurs. We're both business owners. I feel like that's a key, right? To get out. That's a key to literally do things on your own terms and everything.
yeah.
So, which I want to talk about too. To all of you watching this and all of you who are deciding to play abroad, big key for you. Don't just play. Okay, try to create a business. Try to
Yeah.
create a
Do
business because at
something.
some
Do
point,
something.
do something. Because at some point, your career will be done. At some point, it won't last forever. So then, what are you gonna fall back to when you're done? You gotta ask yourself these questions. I see a lot of athletes, way older than we are, Nigel, and all
Yeah.
they did was play. And then once they're
Yep.
done, it's like they had nothing else to fall back on.
Yep.
It's like, okay, then what's next, right? What's next? So while you play, be smart, be very smart. Like figure out, okay, what else do I like to do? What else do I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Get a passion and create that
Yeah.
passion into a business. It's possible,
Yeah.
right? So that you can leverage that and you can have something once you're done. And while you're also playing as well, that's also extra income for you while
Yeah.
you're playing. And you
Absolutely.
control that. That's power. You control that.
Yep.
So like, yeah, that's crazy. That guy had, they're all going through all that. I had no idea Amazon was, I mean, it's Amazon now. They have
Man,
all
look,
this. Yeah,
Amazon, no. No.
it's
Like,
not a good
no.
thing.
I
No.
feel like I
No.
feel like the only job that probably would work best for me is if I was like a driver because like I'm seeing something different every day. But like we work in a warehouse, the same thing every day and I do this and it's just really repetitive. Like it is so boring. Like I just was like just
Can't
just
do
just
it.
a
No.
few months now, Jay. Just a few months
Yeah.
before I get out. But it just and
Yeah.
then you don't even get paid enough for the job that you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a warehouse,
Yeah.
I would at least part-time expect to make at least $500 every week because you get paid every week. So that's the reason why a lot of people work in Amazon was barely making that at a warehouse. Not doing it.
Wow.
Not doing it anymore.
No.
So
No. America. Like,
America.
that's
Insane.
all you can say. America. It's
America.
absolutely insane. Like, I
Yeah.
tell people the same thing. Like, don't expect going over there get the American dream. It does not
No,
exist.
it's not
It's not
exist.
exist. Not
That's a
every
lie.
country has. It's a big lie, capital L. Um,
Yes.
every country has their own thing in terms of like pros and cons, but us being Americans can tell you it's the American dream is not what you think it is. It's not. It's
No.
just not.
Mm-mm.
America has good qualities, but at the same time, it's not as hyped up as it's
Mm. They have a
expected
lot
to be.
of places where you can go and do things like fun things. That's one thing I can
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
but
That's true.
mm-mm.
That's
Nah.
that's yeah, that's about really it.
Yeah.
um, did you what's the funniest experience you've had over like in any of the countries you've been to? Funniest or strangest experience you've had,
Funniest.
or strangest cultural experience that you've ever had?
We first year, man. Oh my God, it was so much fun, man. We were out, we went to like this like party or club or something like that. You know, we had a section, whatever. And it's just crazy because guys like the people like the Europeans overseas, like they really like to be and feel a part with the Americans, let alone like the black people and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So we had a section, everyone's dancing cool, whatever like that. And the girl came, the girl came over and took the bottle out the bucket and she was trying to like drink it. And the guy that was there with us, the other American, he snatched it from her. He was like, "Who are you with? Who are you with?" She was like, "Yeah." He was like, "No, who are you with?" Like I have never cried so much in my life. I was in that club dying of laughter because he snatched that bottle so quick from her and she was trying to drink it. He was like, "Who are you with?" And then after that, he was like, "No." He set the bottle down and she just sat there looking awkward, just I'm like, is this what y'all
Man.
do? Like, is that literally what y'all do? How y'all, you know what I'm saying? But it's weird. It's sometimes it's really just kind of like look at me behavior or pick me kind of behavior. Like I don't like that. Like that it's just weird to me. And then like I would say like the strangest thing that happened to me like was it was last year. Went to this place because I was playing in Haifa last year. Went to this place and we're there where it was like this club where it has like three different floors of music. So they had like Afro music, they had like club music, and they had like rock or metal, some music like that. And they had like three bars. It was nice. And I'm in there, I'm chilling, and then these two white guys like look at me and they're like, "Oh, where's Khalifa?" I'm like, "What?" So I'm looking at them like, "What?" And then they're laughing. They're like, "Yeah." I'm like,
No.
No. Like I'm looking at them like, are you dumb? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they literally will see like someone with locks or like anyone with locks, just Wiz Khalifa or Snoop Dogg or something like that. And it's kind of like, no, it's not how you do that. And then it's just yeah, it's kind of like a weird fascination that they have with people with locks. I don't know why. Because it was one time I was in another club setting and the guy, random guy, walks up to me and he's like, "Hi, like please don't take this the wrong way, but can I touch your hair?" I said, "I appreciate you for asking, but no, you're not about to touch my hair." Like random guy walks up to me. He was just like, can I touch it?" I'm like, "No. No, you cannot." And like and they're very confused on what locks are.
Why?
But I've seen like there are Europeans over here where they have locks. Like not too long ago, I was at I'm sorry, I'm going on a ramble. It's just been so many weird
No, keep
experiences that
going.
I've
Keep going.
had.
I have a story of my own. Keep going.
I
Keep going.
went to like this place. I was like, I want to try this vegan spot, right? So it was just me in there. So out of all seats, the girl sits right next to me. So I'm kind of like, okay, cool. So she was like, "Oh yeah, I love your Rastas." I was like, "Huh?" Mind you, I'm not thinking that they calling locks Rasta, but I'm like, okay, Bob Marley. That's what they cause like they really see black people with locks, they refer to them as Bob Marley. So they be like Rastas. Or they say yeah, most I heard is Rastas, right? So then they'll say, so then she said, "Yeah, I love you. I love your Rastas." I said, "Oh, thank you." So I'm like, okay, leave me alone. Like I'm trying to eat my food, whatever. So like
Yeah.
she's still talking to me. She was like, "Yeah, because I have some myself." I said, "Oh." She pulled out like two, three locks behind and was just like, "Yeah, because I want a whole head full of locks." And I'm like, "Ma'am, I I don't care." Like to me, I literally cannot stand when I see that they have their hair locked. I can't. I literally I cannot. Like it's just kind of like I appreciate you appreciating our culture, but some things are just not for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not. It's just not. So it's just like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm having a conversation with her, and that was it. And then it's just like they really do feel like when they do things like within our culture that they feel apart. And some people were kind of like
It's a,
feed into it, but I'm not the
yeah,
person to feed into it. I'm just
yeah,
not. Like I will
yeah.
look at you crazy every time. Like if you say, "Oh, I like
Mhm.
your dreads," you're not gonna get like a good look out of me. I'm gonna be like, "They're not dreads, they're locks." And then it's like you're saying, "Oh, Wiz Khalifa or Snoop Dogg or Bob Marley," and it's just like, no,
Yeah,
that's not it.
it's
Like I was in check one time. One guy followed me all the way from practice. He's like, "Hey, hey." I'm like, "Is this man talking to me?" Don't know this man. I'm finna go back to my apartment, and he's following me. So I'm like, okay, so I walk around the whole block. I do a whole full circle. I'm like, let me see if this man's gonna follow me. Because now I'm like, I'm finna fight. Like, if that's what I need to do, I'm finna fight this guy. So I go to my door and like as soon as I see he still following me, I'm going to my door. I turn around, I said, "What do you want? Why are you following me?"
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh, do you have weed? Do you have weed?" I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" Like they see black people with locks and be like, "Oh, they have weed." I'm like, "Bro, stop following me. Like you about to piss me off." Like, and then he just walked in. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." But I'm like, the fact that you're following some random person just because they have locks and just automatically assume that they have weed is insane. You could have got messed up. If we were in the States, oh, that would have been a whole different story
It's
because
over.
he literally
Yeah.
followed me for like a good 5 minutes. And I'm like, cool. After that next day, I went to like that Asian store that was right down the street from the gym. And they had like the pocket knives and stuff like that. Bought a pocket knife because I'm like,
Mm.
not again, because you will not be following me, sir. No, sir. Not doing that again. So yeah, after that, everything
That's
like I
correct.
turn around, looking and everything. That's why I hated when we had late practices and it never was like an early practice because like I'm by myself, I'm walking to my house by myself. It's kind of like in a cut. I don't got
Hmm.
nothing on me, so it's just like, yeah,
That's crazy. That's
yeah,
to be fair, in terms of the locks, I mean, what they're saying that yeah, locks talking about your hair. A lot of Europeans, it's really just a lack of awareness of it because they
yes,
don't understand it. So it's not.
yeah.
I'm not trying to like make an excuse
No,
at
no, for
all.
sure.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. It's just like their culture is they're not really a lot of these Eastern countries especially they're not
yeah,
really used to black people.
yeah,
So I that's why I kind of like passed it a bit. But for
yeah,
sure, like you can't just you gotta correct them also. It's
yeah,
one
for
thing to
sure.
look past, but another
You
thing to
have to correct
correct.
them.
You
You
have
have
to
to.
correct them. You have to, so they understand that because not everyone's gonna be forgiving like how you and I are. Like some of them,
Yeah.
like some people might be like, "What are you talking about?" and they may get
Mhm.
really offended, and it could lead to
Mhm.
something bad. So
Mhm.
you have to really correct them. Something that happened to me. This is gonna be kind of crazy. So I was in Tenerife. I was in Tenerife. My apartment. I was. This was early in the morning. I was leaving my apartment to go to training, my morning practice, right? And I was walking up the stairs to get out the complex. I turned to my right to start walking down the street to get to the metro. There's this guy, right, working construction by the apartments. He's in a bush, okay? He's in a bush,
Okay.
working on the wires. He turns to me. Mind you, I'm sleepy. I'm tired. This is like 8 in the morning, 7. I'm tired. This is the first human interaction I had, like in person. He
Yeah.
turns to me. He stands up, dusts off his pants, and says something to me in Spanish. And I said, "Okay." I said, "Okay." He's like, "What?" He said, he repeats it again. He was asking for a photo. He wanted a photo with me. Mind you, grown man in the
Yes.
bush,
Yes.
in the bush, working construction. I'm just like, and I
Was he
stood there like,
staking? Was he staking out in the bush waiting on you?
no, no, he's actually a construction worker. He was working on
Oh,
yeah, I don't like he's actually working. He was there for like all day working with other
yeah.
people, but it was just him in that moment. And I'm just like, at first I'm just like, am I hearing this guy correct? I can't. I'm probably not hearing. He said it again. He even said photo. I'm like, no, I said, no, you
First
can't
thing
have
in
a
the
photo.
morning.
First thing in the morning, when I told you my pause was so long. I'm just like, what? I was so
Yeah.
confused. I'm like, I don't know if he's seen, maybe he's seen us play, like seen me play on
Hmm.
like,
Hmm.
maybe, I don't know, but it's just like, I've never had a grown man in a bush asking me about
Yeah.
some photos. Like,
Yeah, they have a
I
hard time
said,
reading the room, guys. They have a hard time reading the room. Hard time.
when I said no, I mean, he was respectful. He said, oh, okay, no problem, no problem. I just kept on walking confused. I'm like, wait, what? Photo? It's 8 in the morning. It's, and you want a photo?
Yeah,
Like,
8 in the morning.
I've never seen that, but I've seen them ask black people specifically for photos.
Mm.
I guess because that again they don't like see much black people, but still it's just like what like read the room type of thing. Like you can't really
Yeah,
just go around asking
yeah.
people for
They
photos.
they can be
Um,
very they can be very awkward about it. I know one time. Was I in check? Yeah, I think I was in check, and then I had to take the bus because they wanted to do some weird practices and stuff, whatever. I observed everything, my surroundings, everything. I saw this guy was trying to be sneaky, trying to be sneaky. I'm at a bus stop. He just pulls out his phone. He's just like this,
are
just
you
like he's trying to
serious?
be sneaky. Like he's hitting one of these, trying to take pictures. I'm like, sir, I see you. Like they be so like infatuated with us, like seeing a black person. Like it's one thing because like you'll see like black people we're everywhere, but like
Yeah,
there is a difference in black Europeans and in black
in
Americans.
Black
Like
America,
it's
yeah,
it's just it's
different.
just completely different. Like you can tell. Like and it's just like they just be so infatuated. And it just and one is with the hair and two is just with our skin. Like they're just like, I need to take a picture, I need to take a video, or like I remember one time I was in Prague and I'm just sitting there waiting, and at the time I was with my girl. So we wait on the tram and the guy is staring at us like through like he's not breaking no eye contact. So me, I look right back at you. Hello? You gonna say something? He's like, smile, smile. I'm like, uh-huh. Like, come
No,
on now. I'm hungry. You're staring at me. I'm uncomfortable. And like, it's crazy. Like yesterday, it's so crazy the encounters I see. Like yesterday, walking in the store, these two women stared at me and my friend as we're walking through the store. And we turned around like, who are y'all looking at? And they was like, oh, looking to the side, like breaking eye contact. I'm like, y'all got like, it's okay to make them uncomfortable because we're humans at the end of the day. If you're gonna stare, say something. You see what I'm saying? Like they will stare at you until you say something. Like that was like one of my biggest things that I had to get used to. Cause when I tell you, like, cause where I'm from, you ain't just gonna stare at somebody and not say nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
what's up?
no.
What's the problem? Like, do we have an
Yeah,
issue? You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? And I fully understood that, okay, hey, I know we're black, we're fresh, this and that, but dang, like you gonna keep staring at me? Like you're not gonna say
They'll
nothing? Like
literally go like
Jesus.
this, and just like as you walk, like this,
It's
and just do the
literally
whole
just
thing.
follows
I'm
you.
just like,
Just
yeah.
Lord.
I'm just like, wow. I'm just
Like,
like,
how would
wow.
you feel if
And
somebody just stared at you? How would you feel? Just staring at you're with your
crazy.
kids. You stop everything you're doing and you just hold your baby. Just God, man, Jesus. That's the that's 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 something that is
It's
still very annoying. But I got so used to where like they
me too.
stare, I
Me
just
too.
keep walking. It's like they're not even there. Like I just keep
Me
walking
too.
because like
Me
they're not
too.
gonna say anything, or they'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
do you play basketball? Oh, do you need help or something like that?" No, I'm cool, thank you. I'm cool. But then
And
but some of them also do try to speak English as well too. And I'll be like, "Oh, you're doing well. I understand you." Da da da. So like they like I said, they want to feel a part and feel involved. So like I'm always welcoming and I'm always very inviting with my conversations, but it's the staring thing. It just still does not
can't
sit
do
well
it.
with me. I don't like that staring.
It's,
I really don't.
same with me. Like that's something like I've gotten used to to this day. But at the same time, it's just like I know a lot of them don't mean anything bad by it at all.
No,
It's
not at all.
just again,
It's
it's
weird.
not anything
It's
bad, but
weird.
it's
Yeah.
just yeah, it's just to us. It's just like we see it as okay, that's kind of rude. Why you doing that? You know,
Yeah. Why
it
you
is.
staring?
You know, it is. Yeah, different cultural like how sites or perspectives, I guess. But
Mhm.
yeah, that staring thing has been yeah weird, strange, honestly. But
Yeah.
that yeah, some interesting experiences, interesting things,
Yes.
pictures, and then also
Yeah.
like like hair and everything. Like even for me, um, whenever I would get twists or get have my hair out, uh, yeah, like they'll like say, oh, they'll like stare more, like, oh,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
like wow. I'm
wow.
just like,
Like, what happened to your hair? Did you do
it's like,
something different? It's just like, I just
I'm
put
just
it
like,
back.
I just put it back.
Literally.
Exactly.
They're so
It's
amazed. Like, we went to a team dinner and they just was like, oh, Jay, like, your hair used to be longer? I'm like, yeah, I cut it. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah. And she was like, Jay, you should have your hair up. I said, I did. Look. She was like, oh, wow. And then she was like, so you can, so my teammate, she has braids. So she was like, you can take that hair out? She was like, yeah, like my real hair is under this. She was like, oh, okay. She was like, well, Jay, what about you? I said, no, these are locked. But I said, but I
no,
could
yeah.
comb these out. I said, but this is my real hair. They was like, really? I'm like, yes. Like, this is my real
Mm-hmm.
hair attached to my head.
Mm-hmm.
So they just be so amazed with it. And it's just like my teammate, she usually just has like the pigtails and let it hang. But all she did was put it in a ball. They're like, what did you do? Like, what happened? Like, I'm like, y'all be that amazed. Like, that's insane. Like, yesterday I had a pimple patch right here. They're like, what's this, Jay? What's going on? I'm like, it's a pimple patch. Like, what are you talking about? And they're just like, oh, I thought you converted to Muslim or you converted to Buddhism. I said, no, it's just a pimple patch. Like, they be so infatuated with us. They really,
Wow.
really do. Like, they just be so infatuated. It's just like, no, it's a pimple patch. I
Mm-hmm.
got a pimple. He was like, oh, so, oh, is it time of the month? I said, no. But let's not talk
Mm-hmm.
about that. I don't feel really comfortable talking about that. You're a man. But we're not talking about that. But but they really do. They're infatuated with us, but then like I said, they also want to play a
Yeah.
part because like the little they want to be a part of your conversation. Like let's say me and you are talking, they'll
Mm-hmm.
interrupt like, hey Jay and hey Steph, like what did you not see we were
Where you
having a
come from?
conversation here? Like
Like where'd you come
like
from?
what's going on? Like it's
Hey, they
insane.
don't.
They don't
It's innocent. It's part of it. A lot of it's innocence. You know, it's just innocent to
yes,
not like
very, very, very,
understand,
very.
which is like I can't be offended by that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the ones who come off as rude or very like and you know who they are. You can tell
Yeah, I
who they
checked
are.
that. Check that real
It's
quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
You check it definitely. But yeah. I mean, it's funny. Um, that is that's crazy. And I know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else besides the bush. That thing was crazy. That was crazy. I was so confused, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
I mean, I would too.
probably
I
the
mean, first off, early
craziest.
that early in the morning, no.
Hmm.
I'm not even up yet. I still gotta regulate myself, get in professional mode, be ready to do my job, and no, I'm sorry, you're not getting a picture. So sorry. Like I remember in check too. I got so many stories. I was in check eating my food, like scoffing it down because I am starving. This one kid, he's like, "Oh my gosh, Pollard." I'm like, What's going on?" He's like trying to talk to me. I have food in my mouth. He's like, "Can I get a picture? Can I get an autograph? Can I get it?" I'm like, I'm like, he's a kid and he's just so excited. He doesn't know. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you can get a picture. So I'm like, you just gotta. I'm like, hold on, you gotta give me a
Give
second. Like,
time.
and he just ran up on me. I'm like, and I'm eating. Like, I'm just like, I'm so hungry. He just ran up on me. I'm like,
Hmm.
back up a little bit. One. Give me whatever, and then cool, let's take a picture. He's like, you're so amazing, you this, you that. I said, no, thank you, but I'm trying to eat. I'm hungry. This is the only time I have to myself where I can sit here and eat because I got to practice it a little bit. So, but yeah, it truly is like an innocence thing. But most of the time, like it can
Hmm.
give like they're being very nosy, like because they like I said they really want to be
Yeah.
involved. You know what I'm saying? Like prime example,
Hmm.
like the other day or a few days ago, I was out to eat with my friend, and then I asked, I said, she had sushi. I said, oh, what is this? And the waiter that just was coming to take something off the table was like, yeah, this is the sushi. Yeah, so this is, I'm like, I wasn't even talking to you. She picked up her whole plate and was like, yeah, this is the thing and this is what it is. And it this and that. I said, okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Like, wasn't even talking to you. But all right, like,
Oh my
they
goodness.
just they just want to have that conversation. Like they either
Hmm.
practicing their
Being
English or they
involved.
just want to just talk this, yeah. But I'm like, Okay. All right.
It's all
So yeah,
good. Like, we it's all good. But yeah, I think we covered a lot. So now
a
this
lot.
this was a lot. This was that's a lot of stuff too. Um, I feel like I feel like especially like kids here, like I'm gonna see Americans, Black Americans, again, they're very more in either kids or teenagers or 20 people our age. They're very much into like the Western culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Hollywood movies, all that stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
when they
Mm-hmm.
definitely see, you know, people like us, automatically they want autographs, automatically they
Yeah.
want this or that. Like even in
Yeah.
Czech, I had like even in Czech, the court in Czech, the basketball court. I went to the
Mm-hmm.
game because obviously my I was on there for like what I was transitioning to a different team when I was in Czech actually, so I wasn't
Yeah.
playing with them. I was
Yeah.
practicing, but I wasn't playing with them. These two, even though I wasn't playing, these two kids come up to me asking for an autograph. I was in the stands. I wasn't. I wasn't on the
Yeah.
court. I was in the stands. I'm like, oh no, or a picture or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's an autograph. No, I gave him an autograph. It's an autograph. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, here you go. But there's two of them. But innocence. Like they
Yeah.
just
Yeah. See, the
they
same
see
happened to me.
probably.
I'm watching the game. They're like, "Oh, Jay Pollard." I'm like, "Okay, come on, take a picture,
Yeah,
Bob."
there you
Da da
go.
da da.
There you
You
go.
cool,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
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 It's innocence, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, we touched base on a lot today. I think we got like a lot of
Yeah,
good
yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah. This episode, a good hour, hour
good
long
hour.
episode. That's nice. I hope you guys enjoyed a lot of it.
For
And got some
sure.
stuff out of it, humor, because we're gonna
Yes.
keep coming at you guys with more stuff like this, and then obviously
Yeah.
more funny moments like this. Because again, it's more than just basketball. It's a lot of stuff going on, good stuff, and stuff you should also watch out for, and make sure you know the full
Yes.
story of. So yeah,
Yeah. And guys, make sure you follow us on Instagram, on this just streamed on YouTube, and this is streamed on Spotify. And also for
mm-hmm.
any guys that have any questions, let us know. You can DM us on our personal pages, or you can DM us on our business page. And as well as if you would if you are interested in wanting to be on a podcast and we just ask questions and we just talk about our experience and stuff, like please let us know. We're always
Yep.
here to answer questions, or let alone just spread more awareness and give more advice and information to everybody else who are aspiring to be professional athletes or are currently in their profession, trying to reap the best results of their career. So hope you guys enjoy this episode, and you guys have a great day.
Bye, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye bye.